Oops, almost did that wrong, didn't ooh. Okay, there we go. That'll work. Okay, so this is a quick note. So, for people who don't know, my mother passed on the 10th of May, and I am going through the grief process. So, I've been writing on my wall to reach out to her, like I'm actually talking to her. I know it's not what people are used to, which is fine. But I want to create a digital journal of what is happening, what I am going through, what I am thinking about. You, I want to create a digital fingerprint as I continue to sort through the grief process, as I sort through the emotions that I'm going through. I also want to create a digital journal as I remember memories of her and of us. Our entire life, we've only had each other through thick and thin, through the good and the bad. And as I get older, I want to be able to take a look back and remember the memories before they fade. This is my way of dealing with the grief process and everything in general. This is my way of comprehending and understanding the changes that I'm facing day by day. Realize, understanding and knowing that I am going to have to make decisions for myself. And they're not easy to make. And writing on my community tab as a journal helps process all the emotions and all the thoughts that are coming through. And there's a lot of them. There are a lot of emotions. There is a lot of the unknown. There's a lot of anxiety mixed in with it. There's just a lot to process and a lot to sort through. And I find that writing on my community tab is a way for me, as I said, to break down and to actually think. I can write down what I'm feeling and then I can reread it and I can get clarity. I can get understanding. I can figure out where I need to go or what I need to do. Grief is not an easy process, and everybody handles it differently. Now, I'm handling the grief as best as I can, but not to feel not to make anybody feel pity or feel sorrow for me. The reality is that I right now in my life, in my time, I don't have anyone to lean on. I don't have anyone to hold me and tell me it's okay. I'm facing this by myself, and it's a whole new ball game of what I have to sort through, what I have to decide on, and what in general I decide to do. I have become very close to a lot of people on YouTube. I love the support that you are all giving me. I really do. But at the same time, you know what I would do just to have a hug, or what I would give just for somebody, even a stranger, to come up and say, "You'll be okay." I love everybody I have made a connection with online, but at the same time, it's just not the same as, getting a hug, or, just some person saying it'll be okay. So, writing on my community tab is another way of not really feeling as alone as I was. I want people to know what kind of mother she was. I want people to understand that even though we butted heads, we had a relationship. You know, at times it was rocky, but it's how we coped with dealing with a lot of issues coming at us. It's how we dealt with the stress. Like, it wasn't done in spite, it was just done as a stress relief. As I continue to write, and as I continue to remember stuff, I'm hoping maybe, you know, you'll all know her as well as I did and understand what kind of woman she was. I am also hoping that maybe by me expressing my grief might help people out there going through the same thing. I find myself going upstairs every time, it's just like I find myself going up there, at least twice a day. and just looking at her chair and just having a conversation. Just a plain conversation of what is going on, what I'm thinking, and what in generally, what I'm thinking about. My mind knows that she's gone, but my heart can't let go. I know a part of her will always be with me. I do. But my heart still hopes that one day she's going to come through that door, even though my mind knows that is never going to happen. My heart just has this hope that, you know, she's going to walk through and everything will be okay. But then I go up to her room and my heart breaks all over again because it's realizing that she is no longer here, and it's painful. I cannot sleep right now because my mind is wandering from one place to the next to the other. I'm not exhausted. I'm not exhausted as in, the sense that my body is tired. I'm emotionally tired. I'm emotionally drained. Whenever I think I'm going to be okay, something reminds me of her and I break down again. And I scream and I curse and I yell. I yell and curse for a life that I believe was cut too short. I curse because she worked so hard her entire life that she wasn't given a chance to do what she wanted to do. I curse and scream, knowing that she had worked, knowing that she had taken care of everybody around her, giving herself to everybody else, but not taking the time to take care of her own. I curse that she never took 5 minutes just to take care of her, just to take care of herself for 5 minutes. I curse knowing that she knew her time was short and she didn't even tell me. I curse because I'm the one left behind to pick up everything. I curse and I scream because everybody is telling me, well, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to move on, you need to focus on yourself. And it's like, why can't you all leave me alone? To be honest, I am at the point right now where literally I had a mental breakdown last night. People say they are so worried about me, yet they are pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. I'm at the point where I don't care what happens anymore. I don't care if I end up on the street. I don't care if I lose everything I have as long as it will give me time to grieve for my mother. People say they are friends, that they're there to care about you. Well, friends don't push you into a complete mental breakdown. Friends don't make you or force you to come up with a decision on the spot. I want to run away right now and never act as though I existed. I have so many things to worry about now. I spent my life taking care of her, looking after her, making sure she was okay. That now I have to focus on myself. Do you know how hard it is to take a focus on someone else and focus on you? It's hard. It's exhausting trying to figure out who you are, what you want to be, what you want to do, where you want to go. And I haven't the faintest idea of where to start or where to begin. I don't. But knowing that people are following my journey, that are listening or reading to what I put out there does help me a little. Because if I can help just one person going through the same thing, that will make me happy. That will make me happy. I know I said I was going to take a break, and I am, but I came live tonight to explain why I'm writing on my community wall. I want to get my thoughts out there. This is my way of doing the whole grieving, to figure out what to do, where I want to go next. I appreciate every one of you following me on this journey. And who knows, maybe during this journey, we can heal each other. Who knows, maybe some of you might find yourself a little bit in what I post or what I'm going through. But if I can help just one person, that will be a good thing. Like I said, I don't know when I will make another live. I don't know when I will come back to YouTube. I will continue to post my journey in my community tab, but I'm not mentally ready or prepared to come back in full force. Just know that I love each and every one of you, and none of you are alone. I thank all of you for being there for me. I really do. You will never know how much I appreciate that. You won't. KCG, I'm not going to release her name because it was a stipulation in the will. She did not want her name put anywhere publicly when she died. And I have to follow the order of the will. I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but it was written down that when she died, no one was to know. No one was to know. And that's what I call her, Mama Dom. I thank you all for listening to me. I thank you, KCG, for your support. I really do. I love you all. I'm going to go and try. Well, I'm going to try again to get sleep, but I'm not guaranteeing that. I bid you all a good morning, a good night, and I promise I will be back. I just don't know when. This isn't goodbye. This is just We'll see each other later. I'll see you all soon. And once again, thank you all for everything.